Hey, Crusader back here with you today. Very excited as we continue our journey through Spawn. Sorry for the long delay. Some PC challenges along with a vacation kind of mixed things up, but we're back and we're running. And we're getting into a transitional arc in the Spawn comic, as far as I can tell. I've not read ahead, so I'm just tracking along with you here and seeing where we're going. But this was the first issue that I got very confused for a little bit. And that is because the issue does not feature Spawn at all. It features someone else. So let's kind of get into it and see. There's the cover. And so what you see, this is the second image in, is you see somebody who's like in a pod and they're growing and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They don't know where they are. They don't know what's going on. And then they end up in this condition right here. And if you're kind of looking at him and you look at his face, you say, man, that guy looks familiar. You would be absolutely correct. This is the child murderer that Spawn killed, the ice cream truck driver. And now he's in the afterlife of sorts. And, he's kind of hatched, if you will, from this cocoon. And he kills this lizard. And he puts on the costume so he has something to wear, which we appreciate him having clothes on. So we get into it here, and what goes on is he meets this group of people. They begin talking about what's going on, and they begin to venture through the land together. And this becomes a real problem because each one of them finds somebody that they are connected to, somebody that they like, something that interests them, and as a result, they get abducted to a particular stage of hell, if you will. And so people are like, oh, I'll go find that. And you can see right here, he tells them, don't go near it. That isn't the king. Sure it is. It's Elvis, And then all of a sudden he's taken. And so there's, I think, like 7 stages of hell. It's almost, if you will, like a kind of like a Dante's Inferno situation, or however you look at it. I forget how many floors is on it. And so they all keep getting abducted. And eventually it's just the girl, the woman, the pedophile killer, and then the little girl. And the lady is taken as well. So now we got ourselves a very interesting situation developing, because obviously he would like everybody to be out of the way. And so now he's got a chance to do what he wants. And so he sees her sleeping by the campfire. The only way I can get it out of my system, he's dreaming about Spawn, he's freaking out about it, and he decides the only way he could deal with it is to kill this child. But as he grabs her, notice her head starts to split. And the child says, glad to see you still got what it takes, Chili. He calls himself Chili. For a while there, we was scared. You were gonna wuss out on us. And all of a sudden, splits into the Violator. Great disguise. I mean, flimsy, but cute. I'm the Vindicator. So I said Violator. Obviously there's more than one. I'm the Vindicator, one of the 5 famous Fleabag brothers. I guess you probably heard of us. Anyway, want to take him to the 8th sphere. So that's it. That's the supreme level, if you will. These are the ones who get to the 8th sphere, I think, are the ones that directly help the devil himself. And so he's scared of this big guy, understandably so. So he takes off running, and he's going to that tower, and he knows he's got a chance to escape. So he's trying to climb his way out there. And problem is, it's a lot of stairs, and he wears out pretty quickly. So he's climbing up the stairs, and he's kind of taunting him. These stairs, they murder. Or what? I'll tell him put in an elevator. One of them glass ones. Anyway, he's tired. He can't go any further. You almost kind of feel bad for the guy in the moment, but just remember, he did try to just kill a child. Anyway, we don't need to get into all the specifics on everything, but in the next couple of pages, they go through each stage and what they represent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so there's all these different stages and things going on. And so you see it laid out here, and they kind of showing him what's going on in each stage. And so there's not a lot of detail, but there's some information. And so finally you get to 7, and then 8, where he calls it home, a fiery place. It's the guy, the devil-looking dude. That's his name. And so this is the place where they want him. the worst of all creatures. And so all of a sudden the Spawn suit takes on him. And so it's like, now wait a minute, I don't understand. Like, Spawn's the good guy, right? But in a sense, this is probably, I can assume at this point, I don't know for sure because I haven't read ahead, this must be what happened to Spawn, Al Simmons, the guy we've been following for the first 7 issues. He obviously went through something like this, was taken into a certain level, and then he was taken on by the Spawn costume. And so it says, here at the top, so anyway, now you're all dressed up, go to meet your new employer. Look, the gates are opening for you. But this isn't fair. The afterlife shouldn't be this way, full of alien monsters processing human as if they were cattle and nobody caring about good or evil. Good or evil, give me a break. And think about it, this is the guy that was killing kids on an ice cream truck. And he doesn't think that this good and evil thing, it's not working out the way he wanted it to in the afterlife. That's bizarre. Tells you how messed up some people could be, how deluded they are. Like we could care less if you're coveting your neighbor's ox or whatever. I mean, we're running a business here. And I tell you for nothing, the 2 words carved on the marble in Hell's Lobby ain't good or evil. It's 2 other words. And what they say is this. Caca happens, little buddy. Ha 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 ha. Caca happens. So, I don't know if he wasn't allowed to drop the S-bomb or if that was just his creative license of doing it. But anyway, you can see all these Spawn-like characters are sitting around the devil here. So we kind of zoom in, see him. He's a creepy-looking dude, and he's kind of freaking out. What's going on? I don't know. A lot of different spawns, a lot of people here serving this master, and that's where he finds himself as we close issue number 8. That's the final page. So it's creepy as all get out. Like, I'm freaked out by it myself. Like, whoa, I don't understand what's going on here. I guess he's going to make a return feature. I was really glad when he died when he did. I didn't like the guy, obviously. Anybody who hurts children, he got what he deserved. But, so we're going to see what happens in issue 9. I did check the opening of it. It looks like we are transitioning to a new character as well in a different area. So, not sure what's going on here. I got a lot to learn, as do you. But if you've never read the comic before, up to this point, it's been pretty straightforward-ish. And this issue took a massive turn, but we're learning. Apparently, the Spawn is not a unique character in and of himself. There seems to be a bunch of them. So how that works, how that all plays out, I have no idea. So this has been a really interesting issue, and now we can look at the cover of the next one. Now this is a really interesting cover. Look what's going on here. Spawn's shield, he's kind of decimated there, it looks like, and this girl's got a pole, like, kind of, I don't know if it's stabbed into him, what's going on. But it's a very interesting looking issue. So I'm looking forward to diving into it, and I hope you are. But until next time, it's Big Crusader, and we are out.